Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome. My name is Keli, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. It's called Pathways to Higher Vibrations. Thank you for who's ever joining me today. We are going to be reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius today. My daughter's here with me. She's an Aquarius. So, no better sign to start with than with my baby girls, right? For the week. So I'm just shuffling this deck. As I do, I'm just going to ask for all my guides, the divine source energy, the Holy Spirit, to just guide us through this world reading today. For everybody's highest and best good, as I read for you and the collective energy for the sign of Aquarius. I'm going to shuffle until I feel like I'm complete and ready. Spirit usually gives me that sign. Just a few more. Now, I've been doing intuitive readings for years, almost 20 years. And just recently I've been called to do them via tarot. So I am a psychic medium. And normally I don't use anything to do my readings and read for people. But this has been fun, new and different. So I've been enjoying it. So welcome everybody. Okay, so just going to do one more. One more for the sign. One more shuffle. That didn't feel good. One more shuffle for the sign of Aquarius. Oh, there we go. All right. Here. This one here. Let me just give a couple of quick shuffles. I'm going to start with the card in the middle. It's going to be the basis. This is going to be a love reading, actually. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius. We're doing a love reading for my daughter. She's 22, so it's okay.
When would it not be okay?
Mostly so. So let's see what's going on for all you Aquarians out there, huh? You just tune into your energy, the collective energy. Ooh. Start. This is the basis of your reading. Right here we have.
Why are you using those cards?
We now have the Six of Wands we're starting out with, and this is what connects you and your partner together, the Six of Wands. I'm just going to lay these out, and then I'm going to read it as I go. As I get more and more information, just sit over there and be quiet for now. Don't interrupt my flow, Missy. Children, what you going to do with them, right? See, Spirit guides. Make it clear, make it simple. The divine. For the highest good of a love reading for Aquarians. That's too many. I don't want that one. So the next card that we're going to have pops out. That's going to be your challenge between you and your partner. Current challenge that you have. This is the, woo, way too many. Way too many. But, cards are trying to fly. Bear with me for a minute. Ooh, you guys have a lot going on, I'm feeling. Cards want to fly out like that. We usually don't do that when I'm shuffling. I'm not going to take those, though. And I just go with energy and spirit, so bear with me. See, when you have nails, let me tell you something. When you have nails, it's hard to pick this shit up. Oh yeah, y'all buckle in. I'm irreverent as hell. So if you don't like somebody who uses strong language and not very filtered, I'm not your girl. Okay, so anyway, let's find out. What's going on with y'all? Aquarius. Huh. just going to lay all these out because I'm starting to get a couple of storylines here. So let me figure this out. A lot of you guys are single and I think a bit ready to mingle. Some of you have been having some challenges with your person. I'm getting about 2 or 3 different storylines right now, so let's see. What's the challenge? Here we go. Let's just go. What's the challenge for Aquarius as far as with your person? What's the current challenge that they're experiencing for Aquarius and the person? Okay, here we go. That's the 8 of Cups. The current challenge with your person. So I'm getting that some of you have been going through some transitions in life, and some issues with your person. Those of you who are in a relationship with somebody or has a special person on their mind, or have been in a relationship before, been dating. Let's see if the storyline comes more and more into fruition. What we have now, the Knight of Swords. Some folks are cutting out stuff that they're just sick and tired of. Knight of Swords. Somebody's tired of some bullshit that's been going down. That's what that says to me. So this card represents the backbone of the person that you're dealing with. Somebody's tired of some bullshit that they've been dealing with their partner. Let's get some more information. Let's figure out what's been going on in the recent past. Within like the last 3 to 6 months or so, it's been going on in the recent past. Make it clear, make it simple. Spirit, the divine, guides, Holy Spirit. Okay. Oh. Who have you been dealing with? This is showing me, or this is telling me that somebody has either you or your person has been wanting something out of the relationship, but the other one, there hasn't been necessarily, that you two haven't been on the same page and you've been wanting to be, that you're willing to invest, but I don't see that there's equal give and take. And that's why this Knight of Swords is coming out about your partner, because they're not willing to give and take in the recent past. So you're tired of some bullshit and you're just looking to cut some shit out. Yeah. So what we have in the near future, Queen of Wands. Now, even though these cards come out male or female, even though this is female, it can certainly apply to a male. It's just Queen of Wands energy. And so what that's saying is because you're ready to have some change. Because this is something that is representing the basis of your reading with this partner. That someone, either you or your partner, wants some change. And you have the challenge of the 8 of Cups. So you know what you want. You know what you want, but look at, if you can see. See that person in that picture? the cups are behind them, right? The cups are behind them. They're looking away from all these cups. So somebody isn't invested in this as you would like them to be. Somebody's got their back to all of these cups that is being offered to them. They have their back. And that's the challenge. Somebody's looking to cut out the bullshit. They're tired. They're tired of giving and not getting back. Somebody hasn't been taking a leap of faith with you, or this is your partner. Either you haven't been giving a leap of faith with your partner. Somebody's about to put their big girl panties on or big boy panties on. And if they don't figure this shit out, somebody's going to balls up with the Queen of Wands. Somebody's tired. I get the sense that you have really been trying with this person and trying to communicate and feel like you both are still very much in contact. This isn't like distance. I don't get the sense that there's distance between the two of you, but there is definitely, somebody's being taken for granted here. Somebody is really in love. It's just, I think the other person is just playing around. Playing around. This can apply for any sign, you know, any and all signs. I typically don't just rattle off the signs because I think it's confusing. It really can apply to any sign, and these energies can go back and forth. This is a reading for Aquarius, but certainly if you're a cross watcher watching, this could be you, and you're tired of the bullshit of your Aquarian person, right? So take it as it resonates. So somebody's tired though. Somebody's looking to make some change. Somebody's about to get cut the hell out. It's not going to be pretty. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody's watching somebody. Aquarius, either you're watching your person, social media, driving by their house. Ooh, I'm kind of getting a little bit of stalker energy. What the hell's going on with y'all? Why are you going driving past somebody's house? If you have to do that, you don't need to be with that person.
What?
Yeah. Somebody's driving by somebody's house, seeing what they're doing. Like, if you're not jumping off the cliff with me, who are you giving it to? I'm going to drive by and see.
What can you see from someone's, like, house, though?
No, you drive by and see who's driving, who's at your house. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's just, this is some funky energy. I don't know if I'm liking what I'm seeing. Come on, self-respect, people. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but that's a lot of energy. If you really are not getting back in a relationship what you are giving out, you need to rethink what you're doing. The Hierophant. Somebody's dealing with the Taurus. I don't generally like to call it signs, but that's just coming out really strongly. This is representing what you are thinking right now. This is somebody that's in command of their life. They have their stuff together. You know, they have a good job, that they are responsible, that they have a good maturity about their emotions. This person has a lot to offer, whether male or female. Take it out, resonates, but you're not feeling very appreciated by this one. And we're going to clarify some of this as we go. But I'm getting a sense of a little bit of desperation. You got your stuff together here, but you're losing it a little bit. Your slip's hanging. Usually you normally have it together, but now you're kind of losing a little bit over this person, and you are coming out of what you normally do. You're usually a lot more confident. Somebody's rattled your confidence. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say back about this, but who is, somebody's got your confidence rattled. So let's see. I just had this card pop out, and this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is what we have here. This is how you are influencing the relationship. You really want this. You really want this to work out with this person, even though they're not stepping up and giving you what you like. You see that there's potential. You really love this person. I don't think it was always like this. I think that it is, something's happened, some sort of betrayal. I'm not necessarily even getting any third-party energy in any of this, but there was something that happened. I think somebody found out something about a lie, and it shifted the way they looked at the relationship, either you or your partner. Aquarius, when you lying to your partner, y'all get caught in some shit.
Honestly, as an Aquarius, we probably got caught.
Y'all doing some dirt. Guys, what the hell? Why are you lying to your partner? And then you wonder why you did all this shit. Sorry about that. You can't escape. You know, what goes around comes around, you guys. You guys can't be lying to your partner and then wondering why you're getting all this.
Well, can you see what the lie was about?
What do they say? You got to bring ass to get ass? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing?
What was the lie about? Because Aquarians like to keep their privacy type of thing, so it might not have been like.
Well, it's not too private when you get caught lying.
Okay, just saying.
I get it. Somebody, either you or your partner, got caught in a lie of some sort. I don't necessarily think it was cheating, but maybe it had to do with some money. Had to do with money, or somebody was doing some low level. I don't know. I'd be curious to know. They're not telling me exactly, but I think it had something to do with some money. Are you guys hiding money? Is somebody have a shopping addiction if you're married and hiding stuff from your spouse, or something that they found out is not what they thought it was, and they are kind of giving you the side eye. So, okay. So now we want to look at your partner and how your partner is influencing your energy in this relationship. Cards flying out all over everywhere. That means somebody's popping off. Again, the nails are not too. I'm going to take these cards, actually. Sun. Oh, this is the moon. I'm sorry. The moon. Secrets are coming out. You can run, but you can't hide. What did I say? Somebody's lying. Somebody got caught in a lie, and secrets and what you've been doing is coming out. Moon card. What else do we have? Ooh. Yep. Somebody's juggling their lies. What are y'all doing? And then you wonder why you get the Five of Pentacles as your outcome. So how you're influencing your energy is that you really want this relationship to right. You want to right the ship with it, but somebody's been lying. Somebody's been lying and lies are coming out. The moon illuminates all, any and all. There's only so often that you can do this. And the thing that you want most out of this, or the thing that you fear, juggling. Somebody's juggling. Maybe your lies came to the light. And now your partner is looking at you a little bit differently. What the hell did you do? Or maybe what I'm saying is, hold on. So, and then this is the outcome. That doesn't look too pretty, does it? See all that darkness? See how those people, both of you guys look dejected and unhappy and betrayed and miserable and all that. There's some shit that went down here. Now, it may have been very well that maybe you were on board with this relationship or your partner, and then one of you was not giving their all to the relationship. That was the challenge. And then, because they would not, in the past, commit fully to this relationship, then that's why all this foolery, this fuckery started happening. And then you're like, uh-oh, I'm a boss up here. I'm going to take control because this hasn't been the way I wanted it to be. I really want these 2 of cups. Let me just not do that. Let me have a second thought. Shit started coming to light. Partner really is like, well, if I wasn't investing before, what's he or she doing? I'm going to start juggling. I'm going to start looking at my other options. And then, end result. This does not look like a very happy-go-lucky reading, I'm sorry to say. So let's get some, sorry about that.
None of this applies to me.
This is not a good love reading for whoever this applies to. And this may not resonate to everybody. This may not be your story. There's millions and millions of people out there. But this is definitely coming through for somebody. I'm getting a definite storyline here coming through. So let's do some clarifying here, though. I want to do some clarifying as far as, what do I want to do? I want to use I want to get some clarification using, what is this deck? Here's this one. This deck is the True Love Reading Cards by Belinda Grace. True Love Reading Cards. No, they're not. No, they're not. That's not that. These are the Psychic Tarot cards. That's what these are. The Oracle deck. That's what these are. My bad. So, since I said the True Love, I think I want to use those. Let me use those first. Maya didn't want me to use my sexual healing cards.
Go ahead, go use them. Let's see how that turns out.
I really want to use that, but I'll use them the next time. So we're going to use the True Love Reading Cards by Belinda Grace, because that's what was calling to me. I love these cards. They're beautiful. I love the artwork on them. So let's use these in order to clarify some of what's going on, because if this is where you guys are right now, at least I would like to get you some helpful advice, okay? Or get some insights to take us deeper into an understanding of what's going on and why and what your person's thinking. So let's do that. Let's get, because this is pretty simple. This is a pretty straightforward reading. So what I want to clarify is what your person is feeling. I'm going to pull 3 cards for what your person's feeling and then 3 cards for what you're feeling. And the first card that we get for your person, resolving conflict. Aren't those beautiful cards? And as I look at this, at the bottom here, you can see that there's a love flame. There's empathy, compassion, and understanding. I'm really feeling like you two are all in your feelings individually because of a lack of understanding and communication. I'm feeling like Really, if you sat down and communicated, all of this could be easily resolved. There's a lot of things that are not being said that's leaving each other feeling some sort of way. Y'all need to learn how to communicate better. This is not stuff that can't be worked out. I'm not feeling that. So even though this spread looks like shit, this is giving me the feeling that this can all be resolved with open communication and listening, empathetic listening. And what I mean by that is, don't feel like you are so committed to your position in this. Listen to what your partner has to say. There's two sides to every story. Everybody experiences things in a different way. Hear what their truth is, and I think in hearing what their truth is, you will get a better and clearer understanding of where they are, and you two can come together in a much better way. I think your partner is willing, especially for you women out there that are so emotional, and this is coming up too, sometimes that we just think that men are supposed to read our mind and understand what we want, what we need. You guys need to communicate, be better communicators, and listen to what they're saying to you, because people give you good information if you listen. But if you're all in your feelings about it and invested in being right, you want to be right or you want to be alone? Connection. They want to have a good connection with you. They don't want to be like this with you. But this has things looking like that right now. So be willing to communicate so you can have a greater sense of connection in order to resolve the conflict. So you're not like that. Let's pull one more card for Aquarius's partner, or vice versa, however this resonates. For cross watchers, if this is you that are feeling this way, take it how it resonates. The spirits, guides, the divine, make it clear, make it plain. The gardener. The gardener. So even though you've had all this happen and you're here, better communication, working on resolving your conflict by focusing on your connection and communication, open communication, listening and not talking as much, but listening and hearing, you will plant new seeds for this relationship to grow. Resolve your conflict, improve your connection, starts with communication. There's hope here. I really do see that. That's your partner. Or cross watcher, if you are watching and this applies to you, take it as it resonates. So now, Aquarius, let's see what you were thinking. And whatever your part is in this, let's hear what you are thinking. Holy Spirit, guides, the divine. Give me one card for what Aquarius is thinking. Make it clear, make it plain. Holy Spirit, the divine, guides. Clear, make it plain. There's two, I'm going to take them. So this is how Aquarius is feeling about this situation. The rainbow retriever. Isn't that artwork beautiful? Rainbow retriever. So I get the sense that whoever this is for, however this resonates, whether it's you or your partner, whoever started this fuckery, that you, it's up to you, done fuck it. Get your rainbow back. In the first place, instead of doing some dastardly shit that came to light because your person wasn't giving their all, I think you were expecting them to read your mind. They didn't know what you wanted. Open your damn mouth. Tell them. Tell them. And then you went and did some shit, some shady shit. And then your partner found out about it. Start juggling. Got you here. Now it's time for you to retrieve the rainbow. Communication. Boundaries. This fits very much into what I'm saying here. Boundaries. You guys need to have clear-cut communication about what it is that you want out of this relationship. I get that this is kind of a new relationship. This is not something that's been, this is kind of you guys navigate. These are for people who are just new in their relationship and still trying to navigate, figure out what your role is in each one. And I think that there hasn't been a clear, established commitment here. And maybe one of you were feeling like it was going that way. It wasn't really understood that that's really what was established. So some of this, because you were kind of in a fuzzy area, that's how all this shit started. And then when you, because you were in your feelings, started doing some shit and it came out, if you would have just had the conversation instead of acting out, you wouldn't have had this. So it's still not too late to establish what boundaries are. Tell them what you want out of the relationship. This is a communication thing, okay? Just communicate. I'd be interested to hear who this is resonating with. This is a young relationship. And this is, you know, all about learning how to self-express. Emotional freedom. You're going to find that as you do this, as you speak your truth, you're going to stand in your power, and you're going to find that you are going to gain more out of your relationships as you just don't make a lot of assumptions and you speak your truth. You gotta be an adult in your relationship. You can't expect people to read your mind. You see what kind of confusion happens when you expect people to read your mind. And I feel as though this person really would have gotten on board with you. You assumed a lot. This, I think, has to do with your sense of self-confidence, not having enough confidence. On the outside, I think, you are this. You have a good job. You're pretty emotionally mature, but your communication needs some work because you lack a bit of confidence in the situation. It's new. You're learning. But I think that the ship can be righted here. Okay? All right. So that's how you feel. That's how your person feels. Your person feels how you feel. Now let's just get in some of the enduring virtue, daily guidance from your angels. Let's pull 3 cards about this relationship as far as what we see in the future for it, okay? Some advice. Daily guidance for what I'll pull, I'm going to pull 1 or 2 cards. I'll pull 1 card for you, 2 cards for you, 2 cards for your partner as far as daily guidance, as far as how each one of you can help in this relationship. Since I really do get the sense that you both really like each other. You both, but there's some shady stuff that went down. You're going to have to communicate and rebuild this trust. Ooh. Time to go with steady progress. I'm getting that for you, Aquarius. Let's get 2 daily guidance. Whoop, that flew. For your partner. I think you really needed to see this one, whatever that is. Acceptance. Your partner. What's another one? Acceptance. What else does Aquarius need to know about their partner and what the daily guidance is from the angels for this relationship? Make it plain, make it clear. Ooh. Let's just take one. Family. 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 Let's start with family. I think what when people come from, people respond to things from what their experience has been, right? And I feel like whatever you did was a bit of a trigger for them, which sent them into this kind of energy from what their family experience has been. So you need to understand that when you are starting a relationship with people, pay attention to their family and what their interactions are, what the nuances are in their family, and what traumas, what hurts, what dysfunction there are there. You don't want to feed into someone's dysfunction, triggering them from their family drama. Let me read this. The situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart. Surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. It's kind of what I was saying. The situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member. You triggered something in them. Maybe somebody in their family is not really, they have some trust issues with some of their family members, and you in a love relationship is triggering some of that trust issue. Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Acceptance. Accept that they are who they are. Communicate and tell them what you need. If this is a new relationship, then you are going through this courting phase. I use the word courting. Dating phase is dating me. As a way of finding out if this person is who you need and want that works for you. So use this experience as that. So you can't mold people into being who you want them to be, but certainly it goes back to the communication. Still goes back to communication. Communicate with them and just see. When you tell people and make it clear what it is that you want from them, they're either going to give it to you, rise up to give it to you, or they're not. Either way, it's good information, right? But either way, you need to accept it. You can't change people. Either it's going to be, as you spend time with them, and as my dad used to say, see their 4 seasons. Either they are turning into you're seeing that they're a good partner for you, or they're not. Either way, you're meant to accept who they are. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with them. Because if they have a fucked up family, then they relate in fucked up ways. You don't need that. So, about you. Time to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will always rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through this phase and cycle. This is you needing to, it's time to go as far as how you've been communicating. You need to let that shit go and let a new season come in of better communicating, better empathetic listening to people so that you know what it is that they need and vice versa. Steady progress. This, saying goodbye to the way that you used to operate, that got you here, will get you steady progress in this situation. Because you really do have it in you. You really have it pulled together, but there are just some loose ends and some tweaking that you need to do in order to have a better impact and result in your relationships. And I think that this is something that if you look back, this has been an issue in your past, if you're being honest. It's time to address it. So steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress that you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution that you're making into the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So you have the intentions, you just kind of got off, you just kind of ran into the weeds a little bit here, but it's not too late to right the ship. So communicate, better communication, and work this out. Sit your person down and say, look, I know that this was funky. I'm going to own it. I'm not trying to be right. I want better communication. So let's have a conversation about it. Okay? That's my suggestion. All right. Hope this reading has been helpful to you. This is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, all doable stuff. And in that way, it's really good, even though we saw this. But you can certainly right the ship. Just communicate. I would love for you all to write some comments in, see if this resonates with you, and if so, what your particular situation is. Always interested in hearing from you about that. Peace and love. This is Keli out. Until next time, have a great day.